So here's what I would say. Even in just over the course of the weekend, we saw Mr. Putin add to his force capability along that border with Ukraine and in Belarus. And without getting into specific numbers, I mean, he's well north of 100,000, and it continues to grow. But what's important is not just the numbers; it's the capabilities. And what we see is that he is really putting in place robust, what we would call combined arms capabilities in Belarus and along that border with Ukraine, in Russia. That means not just infantry or tracked vehicles, but artillery and long-range fires and air and missile defense, as well as special operations. I mean, he has a full suite available to him, and it continues to grow every day, including just over the last 2 days. As for indications of an invasion, we don't have anything specific that we can point to as an aha moment and say, well, that's it. Now we know that he's definitely going in, and he's definitely going in on such and such a date. But again, I would go back to what we continue to see him build there. And it's not just the combined arms capabilities, it's the ability to sustain these troops in the field for a period of time. So even as he has added combat capability, he has also added logistics and sustainment capability. In other words, the ability to keep them in the field for longer and longer periods of time. So it's a whole panoply of things that we're looking at and watching. We could not say with specificity now, A, that he's made a final decision one way or another, or B, if he does, what it's going to be. But with each passing day, he gives himself a lot more options from a military perspective. And I would just add, if I might, it's not your question, but there is still time and space for diplomacy. We still believe there's a diplomatic path forward that should and can be pursued, and Mr. Putin can easily de-escalate the tensions by just taking some of that force presence away.